Hi everybody, it's Feel Good Friday! Woohoo! Here we are. We're outside. It's pretty cold. It's warmed up to about 34 today, so it's gonna get kind of slushy. And but the sun came out, and Lilli and I decided it was time to get outside. And I'm not the only one. There's some runners going by. Pretty awesome. So how is it where you live? Is it cold? Is it snowy? Are you stuck inside? Well, it's time to do some Feel Good Friday stuff, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with Evo size number 1, and after we're done, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about it. Okay, so we're gonna do a quickie because we're out in public. So let's just start at the temples and scratch around the ears, and then scratch the back of the head, and then try to drag that down past the collarbones. I know it's not easy when we got all this stuff on, but that's an important part of it because it really puts the feel-good juju, the chemistry, into your bloodstream. And then the heart pumps and takes it everywhere. So the secret about feel-good using this path, it starts at the corners of the eyes, goes down the behind the ears into the collarbone. That's actually triple warmer, which actually starts on your ring finger, goes up around the ears. So in traditional Chinese medicine, triple warmer actually warms you up. So doing Evo size number 1 actually warms you up. The other secret about it in traditional Chinese medicine is triple warmer is the meridian, one of the meridians, and one of its job is to decide whether you should be in fight or flight or not. And when you're soothing triple warmer like that, you're telling it, there, everything's okay, right? And I actually use that inside my head a lot. There, everything's okay, cutie. And then trying to figure out how to get underneath there to bring it down past the collarbone. Even if you have to do it on top of your coat, that's okay too. A lot of it is, just bringing it down. So I've had kind of an interesting couple weeks. I know you guys think that I'm in a good mood all the time and that everything is perfect and I'm always doing all my feel-good stuff to make sure that I feel as good as possible. And you know what? That's mostly true. But there's times when I get in kind of a rut like everybody else. One of the things about my feel-good way is I keep getting reminded to go back. And by really practicing it and having all these things in place in my life to remind me that there's a better place to go. And also my feel-good way isn't about being happy all the time. My mom just died not even 4 months ago. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life that you may or may not know about. And so I get in a funk just like everybody else. The big cool thing about it is I've got all these tools to remind me to recognize where I am. Because where I am is just it just shows me what's going on in my life and how I feel and the chemistry that's in my bloodstream. So when I notice that I'm doing stuff like binge watching 3 days out of the last 10, I never binge watch. And so if I find myself binge watching, especially stuff that isn't really feel good stuff, it's time to reset. And so today I really feel like there's been a big reset in my life and I just feel great. And I have all these tools and practices to bring me back. So my feel good way, as I said, isn't about being happy all the time. It's about feeling what you're really feeling. And when I realized that I wasn't really feeling all that, the way that I really want to be feeling, it's a signal to start doing the stuff that brings me out of it. And it can be a decision just like that. And then with the tools, you can support it with the chemistry, because when you're in the chemistry, I was watching Outlander. Oh my God, it's so full of gore and guts and fighting and all that kind of stuff. I read the book a long time ago. It must have been before I quit watching and reading that kind of stuff. And I thought, oh, cool, I remember that book. It was about this love story. Huh. forget it. I'm not watching the rest of it. It was horrible. So much violence. And one of the things that I got to thinking is that could be some of the reason why I went down like that was to be reminded of where most people are. And it doesn't matter where you are. It's not a judgment. But a lot of people don't even give a second thought of binge watching all that violence or being up on all the latest news. That's where most people are. And yet, my feel-good way can bring you out of it with reminders like that one. Okay, it's time to do another Evo size. Actually, when it bongs like that 3 times, it's time to take 3 breaths. And that takes 1 minute. And it starts with something that feels good to bring you out of the chemistry of not wherever you are. It doesn't matter. We don't want to label it as good or bad. But, so now I've done that. Now the physiology has made it so I can take a deep breath. And another. And another. And you know what? It was feeling kind of loud and noisy where I am. And now it feels quiet. And I am the one that feels different. This didn't change, right? So, this last week, I shared something on my Facebook. It was the post that actually launched my career doing online coaching for people, teaching them how to really use my feel-good way. And in the last year, since I started doing that, I have helped so many people show them how to use my feel-good way to really make the changes in their life that they've been wanting to make. And the coolest part is the medical miracles that have happened to some of these people, you know, who had things that don't just change like that, but by lowering their stress, they were their medical problems got better in a measurable way. Oh my God, what a great thing to be part of. So it was just really fun to see that it's been a year. And the reason I started doing it was because I lost my job. I didn't know what to do. I was home. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do massage anymore. What the hell am I gonna do? And you know what? It swift kicked me in the butt to do what I was meant to do all along. I'm so glad that all that happened. I'm not glad for the pandemic. I'm not glad for any of the things that have happened to our culture or any of that sense. But I am glad that in it, I was able to find my sense of purpose and to share that with so many people. So I love you. I love you. I love you. I think it's time to dance. Shall we dance? Even though we're out here in public and all that good stuff. Let's see if this is going to work. I got a short one today, and I was at this show. It was in 1988 at the Greek. It was my birthday. And it was the first time, well, it wasn't the first time, he did it back east. It was the first time out west that Phil sang for us. And so I want you to prop up your phones, get your hands free. Even though we're out here, cars are going by, people are biking and walking by, I'm still gonna dance. Because I can. Woohoo! So do what I do. I'm gonna do a quickie massage, and then we're gonna compare the two sides. Do 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 do. Howdy. Got my feet on the floor. Good one for warming us up today, right? So glad you made it. Give us some love, give us some love, give us some love, give us some love, give us some love every day. Oh, where'd it go? Well, I told you it was going to be a quickie. I just want to tell you how much I love you and how good it feels to go outside. If you've got an opportunity to go outside, take it. Oh, man, I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Woo! Say goodbye to the nice river. Say goodbye to Lily. I love you.